Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. They're not doing it like the 1970s Muppets.
Yeah, the 1970s Muppets were doing it right.
Hey everyone, welcome to Zillennial Meets World, where everything really is all fun and games. I'm Taylor. As you notice, I'm in a different seat today. Over on the couch, we have Jordan and Becca.
Hey.
And today, I get to host the game. It's really going to be a quiz. So I'm going to quiz Becca and Jordan on which Disney Channel original movie has the higher popcorn meter from Rotten Tomatoes. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm our residential expert on DCOM movies, so
Yeah.
that's why I'm playing this game.
Yeah.
So we're gonna win.
Yeah, but it's...
Well, they're a team today, so
Yeah.
they're just trying to see how many...
We're shooting for only 100%.
Yes, we won 100% on this quiz.
Okay, well, your first two are Halloween Town and High School Musical.
And we have to guess which one has a higher popcorn
Which one
rating.
has the higher rating on the popcorn meter?
I feel like it's gotta be High School Musical.
I'm like really trying to think this through because I feel like the critics would say Halloween Town is a better movie, but I think High School Musical is so popular that since it's the popcorn meter,
It's the people, not the critics.
that the popcorn meter would say High School Musical.
Yeah.
So are we locking that in?
I think so, because like I know there's obviously multiple Halloween Towns, but I
Yeah.
feel like when High School Musical, like they're not doing reunions for Halloween Town,
Well, they should.
but they're not. You know what I mean?
they're
Like every few years there's the High School Musical reunions.
Justice for Halloween Town. All right, we're locked in. High School Musical. Go for
Yeah.
it.
Okay, you are right. High School Musical beat
I was a little nervous.
Halloween Town by 2%.
Wow.
High School Musical is at a 74%, and Halloween Town is at 72.
Wow, in the 70s that seems a little low.
Okay, you ready for your next two?
Yeah.
We have The 13th Year versus Smart House.
Oh gosh.
This is a very close one.
I actually don't know.
I feel like it can't be Smart House.
Really? Because I was going to say, I feel like I know a lot less of 13th Year than I do for Smart. Like,
Smart House was really ahead of its time.
it
Smart House
was.
AI right there.
Yeah, but it was also like traditional gender roles in the household mixed with AI.
So true. So even worse.
Oh my gosh, I'm hitting my guitar.
See?
She's not used to being on the couch.
I can't sit over here.
See? I always bump her guitars, and I'm always like, because you just don't think that they're there.
All right, so you think it's Smart House.
I'm not sure. I feel like I know more about Smart House than I do 13th Year, but maybe I was a little young.
I feel like they're exceptionally close.
Well,
They are. I can tell you that for a fact.
what's your gut telling you?
I don't really have a gut instinct on this. I feel like I can't remember or recall enough of the movies to like know for sure.
Same. Also, no, I think I might have been. Yeah, never mind.
13th Year is the one where the kid's a mermaid, yeah?
Yeah, on his 13th birthday, he starts turning into a mermaid or merman, whatever it's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Jordan, you lock it in. I'm indifferent. I'm okay if we lose a point on this one. I don't feel passionately enough about it to get it right.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go 13th Year.
All right, you guys got it.
Nice.
The 13th year is coming in at 54%, while the Smart House is 53%.
Oh, 1% difference. Wow, they were not rated very well.
No, they're down pretty
I mean,
low.
checks
They're
out.
down bad. They're down bad.
They're
But
down
it checks
bad.
out.
Okay, I'm interested to see what you guys say for this next one. Next two are The Color of Friendship versus Jump In.
Oh,
I
The
don't
Color of
even
Friendship,
know The Color of Friendship.
Hands down, The Color of Friendship is like definitely beating Jump In.
Wait, didn't Jump In not do well?
I don't care. I just feel like I think The Color of Friendship is like a sleeper decom.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
I don't even know which one that
It
is.
solved racism for an entire generation. I'll say that much.
Okay, well, there you
Okay. All right. I'll let you take the lead on this one because I have no clue.
It has to be The Color of Friendship. It has to be.
Locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in on The Color of Friendship.
Yeah, you're right. Kind of by a pretty big margin. It's sitting at 77%, while Jump In only got a 61.
Wow.
I know, that kind of
When
hurts
did
my
The
heart.
Color
I
of
love
Friendship
Jump In.
come
It's
out?
old. It's an
I was
older
gonna say
one.
I'm like not familiar with that at all, but I like know Jump In and love it. So
The whole premise of the film is that they get a foreign exchange student from Africa. This African American family gets a foreign exchange student from Africa, but the exchange student from Africa is white, and they were surprised. That's the concept.
That's so funny.
But it's like still like a cheesy TCOM movie. So
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the concept with that happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That's wild.
It's giving American Girl doll VHS.
That's great.
All right, next one. We're winning.
You guys are doing well. Next two, I feel like they live in the same place in my heart. Like, they remind me of each other. So I'm curious what you guys are going to say. It's Read It and Weep and Stuck in the Suburbs.
I have a strong opinion about which one I think is higher rated, but Jordan, go ahead.
I fear I don't know Read It and Weep.
You don't know Read It and Weep?
No, I don't.
She basically writes a whole story about like basically gossip in her school, but then it gets published as a book, and they all figure out who each other is, and then she loses all her friends.
So she wrote a burn book?
Basically.
It was
Yeah.
giving
A
Mean
novel.
Girls.
She wrote a burn book novel.
Whoa, that's tea.
But like very well, and it got published, and then all of her friends figured out that it was about them, and she was pissed.
Wait, that sounds like a great movie.
It's who's the actress in that?
I don't know her name. It's the same person that was in
Is it Debbie Ryan, or am I way off on that?
No, it's not Debbie
I
Ryan.
think she's
It's
way
the
too-
same person that was in what's that decom with Corey Baxter and Life is Rough? Life is Rough. You remember Life is Rough?
I like vaguely do, but not really.
I don't know her name, but I think is she sisters in real life with the girl from Stuck in the Suburbs? I think she might be.
Yeah. I always thought it was the same person, but I think that they're sisters.
Yeah.
What is Stuck in the Suburbs about? Clearly, I don't know
It's
really
the one
old
guy who
decom.
eventually got on to SNL, and I think he was in Moody's Point, which
I don't
is,
really remember the plot of the movie though.
it has Brenda Song in it. Basically, it's like this guy.
She becomes friends with the super rich girl, which is Brenda Song's pretends to be rich or something.
No.
Oh.
No.
What movie am I thinking of?
I don't know. I think you're just thinking London.
Are you
Tipton.
thinking of?
No, because it comes out
Stuck
that like
in the Suburbs? Like this guy is a pop star, and they're basically stalking this pop star. And I don't know,
Yeah.
I don't remember like how they're together or anything like that. But I know there's a carousel involved.
oh my gosh, yeah, and there's that tunnel in the park.
I don't think I've seen either of these two movies.
Well, Stuck in the Suburbs is definitely going to be greater than Read It and Weep. Even though Read It and Weep, I feel like played more often on Disney Channel.
I trust your judgment, so let's
Yeah.
go with it.
Locked in.
Yeah,
Stuck in the
locked in,
Suburbs.
Stuck in the Suburbs.
You are right again.
Nice.
Read It and Weep is at a 58%, while Stuck in the Suburbs is 62.
All low scores, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, next two, Cowbells and Twitches.
This is actually hard.
Yeah, this one is actually hard.
I don't think I received cowbells very well, which is clouding my judgment. I still think like I kind of think cowbells like came and went.
Yes.
Whereas I feel like Twitches was
Twitches
around
is
for a while.
lasting. And every Halloween, I looked forward to watching Twitches. I think I'm leaning more Twitches,
I
to be
agree.
honest.
I
I've
agree.
watched Cowboys maybe once or twice. I just think that Twitches did better. And then they made multiple
That's true.
movies.
Yeah, we're doing Twitches. Ali and AJ weren't really into Disney Channel the way like. Well, I guess neither were
Yeah.
those twins, but
Yeah.
I'm still locking in
Yeah,
Twitches.
Twitches.
All right, you're right.
Yes.
Twitches
Nice.
got a 65%.
That's all.
I know, while Cowbells was at a 62. So pretty close. Closer than I thought it would
Yeah.
be.
65, but think High School Musical was 70, right?
Yeah.
High School Musical was 74.
Okay, so I would say it's like 10% difference.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
quality.
yeah. In quality, yeah, for sure.
I do love Twitches though. I would have put it way above Cowbells. All right. We have Life is Rough versus Go Figure.
I was just talking about Life is Rough. My heart wants to say Go Figure, but I fear Life is Rough was probably more the move.
I don't really remember either.
I haven't seen.
Oh my
either
gosh!
of these.
Go figure! Go figure! You guys should watch this. It's actually very relevant right now, given the whole thing with the Olympics. Go Figure is about this girl who ice skates, and then she wants to be on the hockey team full of guys, and then she like does both, and she does well in both. That's like the plot of the movie.
Oh,
Okay.
that's fun.
Life is Rough is about Corey Baxter and the chick from Read It and Weep, and they have a dog and they are entering it in a dog show. That's what that's about.
Life is rough.
It is rough, R-U-F-F.
Oh, okay.
Like a dog.
Yeah, I feel like Life is Rough is probably higher, not in my heart by any means, but I think Go Figure is kind of like a sleeper movie. You either know it or you don't, in my head. So.
I didn't know either, so.
Oh my gosh. Jordan.
I know, I apparently don't know any
We're locking
decom
in Life
movies.
is Rough.
Yeah.
You are correct. Life is Rough is at
Becca's killing
61%, while Go Figure was at a 56%.
Wow.
Dang, that's really low for Go Figure. You guys need to watch Go Figure because it's actually so good.
Yeah,
Next girls' night, I know what we're doing.
Yeah, sounds like a good movie. All right. Next one is closer than I think you will be expecting. Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off versus the Cheetah Girls.
I feel like if it's not the Cheetah Girls, it just wouldn't make sense.
I don't know. This is harder than you would think.
I've also never even heard of the other one.
You don't know what Eddie's $1 Million
No!
Cook-Off is?
No!
All right, Bobby Flay is in it.
Bobby Flay?
Yeah,
We got
the
Bobby
Bobby Flay makes an appearance in it.
In a decom movie.
It is High School Musical, but with cooking. This guy, his
Zeke, he needed to be there.
his dad is like, "You're a baseball man. You're so good at baseball. Keep doing baseball." And he's like, "I want to cook." He like loves home ec. He like loves home ec. And then one thing that he's trying to learn how to do in cooking is to be able to crack an egg with one hand. This is like very important. And eventually he enters like this cooking competition, like same time as like the big game. It like kind of leads up same like High School Musical. And so he's in this cooking competition and his dad ends up helping him, I think, and his dad is able to crack an egg with one hand. And so he's like, "Dad, look, you're doing the thing." And then I don't know about the baseball part. I just remember the egg. And
just
Bobby
remember
Flay.
the egg.
Who was Bobby Flay in the movie? Himself?
He was Bobby Flay.
He was.
He was like a
Yeah.
judge in the cook-off.
I've never seen that in my life. Like,
Oh my
actually never seen it.
And I don't know because like they're both I think like around the same time because like part of the reason why I think High School Musical was like more than Halloween Town is because like Disney Channel in general was more popular. So like
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like is Cheetah Girls more popular than like at the time that surfaced compared to Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off? I don't know.
I don't know, but it's hard because I don't know anything about that movie. But to me, like Cheetah Girls would just make more sense because they made more movies about it, right? Like I feel like Disney doesn't invest in multiple.
Yeah, but it's not like here's the thing. Cheetah Girls, there's albums with it. There's more ability to merchandise and make money off of it.
Right.
Whereas Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off is just going to be a one-off thing. That doesn't. I don't think that factors into your popcorn meter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is actually really tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I only know Cheetah Girls,
We'll just do Cheetah Girls because I don't know either.
Cheetah Girls is locked in.
Oh man, I think
I
we're
didn't
gonna
like-
ruin our streak.
I think we are too, but I really don't know.
All right,
Can we
need
switch it? Can
5,
we switch it?
4,
I don't know.
3.
We'll stay at Cheetah
2.
Girls.
That was the right choice because Cheetah Girls beat Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off by 1%.
Oh my
Cheetah
gosh,
Girls
that's
is
crazy.
49%, while Eddie's $1
Wow.
Million is 48%.
49 for Cheetah Girls?
Yeah, pretty low.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, next we have Cadet Kelly versus Double Teamed.
Oh, it's Double Teamed. Double Teamed is definitely a better movie than Cadet Kelly. You don't know what Double Teamed is.
I don't know Double Teamed.
Double Teamed is these two twins are
Maybe I
playing.
shouldn't have played this game.
I don't know.
This
the
is
ones
why
you
I
haven't
have to
been
play
knowing.
this game. This is why I have to play this. Double Teamed is like this. Two twins are playing a sport, and I think one gets injured, and then like she's like pissy about it. Like I think that's the plot.
And you think that's better than Cadet Kelly?
Yeah. Because like, here's what I'm gonna say. I think sometimes the worst plot has the better actresses in it, and then ones with an actual good plot don't have.
But do you think
The
the
star
better
power?
actor or actress brings more viewers and good reviews?
No, I think like if it's a good plot, the people come out for it and fight for it. Like The Color of Friendship, nobody's in that movie. Nobody.
Yeah.
But it won against whatever it was up against.
Yeah.
Jump In, which had
Jump In,
actual
Who
people
was
in it.
against Jump
Yeah,
In?
that's true.
So I'm feeling very strongly it should be Double Teamed.
I will support you on that.
Yeah, we're going Double Teamed.
That is also correct.
See, I told you.
By a pretty big margin. Double Teamed had 57%, while Cadet Kelly only had 49%.
Wow. They
Pretty
don't like
low.
Army themes, I guess.
Hillary,
even tell you
Hillary
the plot
Duff's really in right now, though, so I respect her. I love Hillary. Anytime I can mention her, I will.
The thing about Hillary Duff is, I think she is Lizzie McGuire. Like, when I'm, like, watching her act, I'm like, that's Lizzie McGuire acting as Lizzie McGuire in...
Yeah.
Like, I don't find that there's much separation
She's-
between the two.
She said she struggled with that. That's
Well,
why
yeah.
she had to take a step away.
I can tell.
It translated.
Okay. For the next two, we have The Luck of the Irish versus Motocross.
Do you know
I
this?
loved Motocross. Did you see Motocross?
No.
It's
It's dirt biking.
dirt biking, but it's the younger sister wanted to. Am I thinking of the right movie?
Yeah.
Wanted to compete, but her dad wouldn't let her because it was too dangerous. Think Herbie Fully Loaded. Have you watched Herbie Fully Loaded?
Yeah.
He's really into race car racing, and she wanted to race. This is that, but motocross.
Oh.
And the brother, I think, gets injured, can't compete. So she wants to be an opportunity to do it, but her dad thinks it's way too dangerous. Great movie.
Yeah, I feel like it's motocross.
And do you remember The Luck of the Irish?
It has something to do with like basketball, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he turns out
And he
he's-
turns he's like a
his mom
leprechaun or
is a leprechaun,
something.
so he's half leprechaun.
classic school conundrums.
It gives me the same
I feel like
feeling
just-
as the 13th year. Like in
Yeah.
my head, it's like the same, but leprechaun.
Yeah.
I wish I could just like
Based on the descriptions of what I know about each movie, motocross sounds way more interesting, to be honest.
But which one would you think of?
That I would think people would want more? Probably motocross, because they love...
You didn't know either one of these movies?
I'm like familiar with The Luck of the Irish, but I don't know if I ever actually watched it. But I remember seeing like commercials for it.
I want like a $5 movie bin just of these films that I could peruse.
That actually
does-
would be amazing. What do you think, Becca?
I really
You think-
feel like it's motocross.
Yeah.
I think that's like a beloved one. I think Luck of the Irish also got a lot of like play on Disney Channel, and I think sometimes the overplayed ones don't win. Like don't win on the popcorn meter. Because The Luck of the Irish and Read It and Weep played all the time.
I'm sure it's playing now, The Luck of the Irish.
I thought the Disney Channel is gone.
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's deceased.
Well, it's probably being advertised on Disney Plus this week.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
they're advertising DComs on Disney Plus.
You don't know.
I think that's not their IP of choice to promote.
It should be. They need to get back into Disney Channel original movies.
No, those are Disney Plus movies, and they're all bad. Like the Disney Plus movies that come out just on Disney Plus that are not like.
I don't even
theatrical-
think I know what those movies are.
Yeah, because they're bad.
Because they're
All right,
bad.
what are we locking in,
We're
ladies?
doing motocross.
Yeah, motocross.
Okay, I hope my passion for describing that didn't play into it. I might have made it obvious, but yeah, motocross by a mile.
I thought you were gonna be like, it's not that.
I know.
No, The Luck of the Irish got a 53%, and Motocross is at 76. It beat High School Musical.
Wow, high school.
Deserved.
That's
Honestly, great
crazy.
movie. Great movie. Okay, we're on the last two. We got Johnny Tsunami versus Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century.
Both of these have so many sequels. It could be any of them. Oh no.
I want to say Xenon off rip,
I recently
but
saw that Raven Simone, like, basically somebody asked her who's on the Mount Rushmore
I saw this. Yeah.
of
Disney Channel.
and she said, like, it's not Hannah Montana, and it's a bunch of other people, but she mentioned, I think, Johnny Tsunami, the guy that plays
The
Johnny
guys
Tsunami,
that plays Johnny Tsunami.
which makes me think it should be Johnny Tsunami.
Really?
Yeah, it pains my heart because I feel like I personally really like Xenon. And I think, honestly, Xenon is kind of what got me into Disney Channel anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my initial memory of Disney Channel was Xenon and JoJo's Circus.
JoJo's Circus. Wow.
Uh,
That's crazy.
but I think my brain is telling me that it's Johnny Tsunami.
I haven't seen that one, so
Crazy.
I would trust you on that if you feel strongly.
I think we should lock in Johnny Tsunami.
All
But it's a
right.
painful lock-in because I don't think it's deserved.
It's locked.
Johnny Tsunami. Will we get 100%?
All right, drum roll, please. All right, congratulations. You guys got 100% on this quiz. Johnny Tsunami beat Xenon by 1%. Johnny got 62%, and Xenon is at 61. Both of them, I think, should be higher. Xenon is not getting the respect it deserves. I love that movie. But yeah, good job, guys. That was very good.
Thanks.
100%
Becca
on the
really
quiz.
carried me on
Yeah.
her back on that one
That's
because
all
I didn't know half the movies.
It was inevitable.
All right, now we're going to move into our main topic, which I did not mention in the intro, and we're going to do a little musical chairs. See you from the couch.
All right, now that I'm back where I belong in the white swivel chair, we're going to be talking about the Muppets today. Jordan is going to kick us off with a little introduction of how the Muppets started, what's it all about, and then we're going to talk a little bit about our memories and kind of do a deep dive of what's happening with Muppets today.
Yeah. So, I mean, for those of you that don't know, Jim Henson, he was the creator of the Muppets, and he originally started working with puppets in the 1950s, so years before the Muppets came to be what they are today.
I was going to say, one of the things that this kind of reminds me a lot of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, how they just had like a show or like a variety show and different people would be on it and stuff like that. I think he kind of started like he was on a talk show and he would do like a puppet bit.
Okay.
But at that point, which we'll get into, some of the different puppets weren't like segmented out yet. So you would have certain puppets that were maybe like now associated with Sesame Street intermingling with Muppets ones and things like that because it wasn't like separated yet.
Well, and that makes sense because he like was the one who popularized a lot of like shows and like movies in the 60s and 70s. So think like Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, and then the Muppets as well.
You know, that does make sense because, I mean, obviously I wasn't alive back then, but for in my head, like Sesame Street and the Muppets have always kind of been in the same universe to me. So it kind of like makes sense that that's kind of how it was to start.
Yeah, I will say I feel like there's definitely times that I would get confused because I feel like they would have crossovers and I like thought they were the same. Like I thought they were one and the same and then I was like, oh no, they're separate. But I'm like, why is Kermit on Sesame Street? So yeah, so it is interesting that he like kind of worked on all of them before they became
their own separate IPs.
their own thing. But the original Muppet Show, it started in 1976 and it ran for 5 seasons and they did a total of 120 episodes. I wish we still did that with modern TV these days.
I was thinking about that, like how like 10 episodes, just like how if you think of a show like The Office, you get to basically do the year with The Office cast. So you get the Valentine's Day, the Halloween, and the Christmas, and like shows like this where they can do specials and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I do think I miss that in the 10 episodes seasons that we have today.
It makes you feel like, oh, I'm like not like living along with them, but like to some extent.
It is so fun for them to be at the same point. Like you're watching a show live that like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I get to watch
the Valentine's Day of Abbott Elementary.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
it is fun to like be in real time with
like
the cast.
I miss when that was the standard that you're doing at least 20 episodes a season.
And like I get it, like they have to have boundaries and like say stuff, but it is like something that I miss. I recently watched something. I watched The Rookie, which is like a bad NCIS, and they just like this past week, which it's March, did a Halloween zombie episode. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense.
Why? You're like, why?
Yeah.
But with streaming, I guess it doesn't matter when you make those episodes because people are watching it whenever.
Yeah, except it was like live, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. They're not doing it like the 1970s Muppets.
Yeah, the 1970s Muppets were doing it right.
So to date, there are now 13 Muppet movies total, 8 of which are feature-length films. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, is that like movie theater? Like,
yeah, that's like theatrical release, like an hour, 20 minutes. Like, because they recently, a couple years ago, did like a Haunted Mansion special, but that one's only like 40 minutes long.
Okay.
Like,
that makes sense.
That's
so,
a lot. That's way more than I thought there were.
Same.
I mean, they've been doing it since the 70s.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I guess when you think about how long that's been, I mean, it was a while. So Jim Henson, he did pass away in 1990. And now the Muppets franchise is owned by Disney, which, you know, I think there could be some controversy behind, but
yeah, I'm gonna get into it,
right?
Because I don't want to say I have like a strong opinion, but Disney has gotten into some hot water recently with the Muppets. Most recently, they tore down Muppets Vision 3D, which is like an amusement park attraction.
Oh,
and that was
I think I saw something about that.
Yeah, that was the last project Jim Henson had worked on. So people were very protective of it, and they're like, this is basically his legacy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they are to Disney's credit, I don't think they like demolished it. I think they tried to keep a lot of the historical value in it.
Yeah.
But they like tore it down, and you're putting up something modern.
Right.
To be fair, it's going to be like the Monsters Inc. ride where all the doors are there, which sounds super cool.
It's gonna be cool. But
it would be cool.
That is sad though. Like it would have been nice if they just like kept the Muppets but revamped it.
I would love. I don't have enough money to go to Disney World. But
true.
like
Disney, fly us out.
Knoebels, which is a small local theme park, has a little museum where they have like, here's one of the horses from the initial carousel that this like from this park. And I'm like, why don't you guys have just like a nice little museum that people could visit in the park
with all the original things from
people would love that.
I know people would love that. I've gone to like 5. I went to a Jim Henson museum when I was in San Francisco, and like it was so fun because I got to see like some of the initial Muppets characters, the actual puppets of them, and I'm like, this is cool. But they kind of
pay homage to him in a way with like a lot of the original things,
right?
Yeah, but I think they then tried to like make up for it. They like obviously they redid the Muppets with Sabrina Carpenter, which we're gonna get into. They recently announced there's gonna be a Miss Piggy movie. It's gonna be like Sharpay's World or whatever it's called. From like
I literally commented on the show. I'm like, wow, she is like the Sharpay Evans of Muppets.
Sharpay is the Miss Piggy.
Yes. Switch it, but yes.
Yeah. But like I think overall kind of the main controversy is there's been so many attempts to kind of reboot the Muppets in different ways. Like back in the 2010s, they did like a show called The Muppets, which is basically like The Office. They were trying to make it like The Office. It was in the same frame and mindset of The Office.
Yeah.
But with the Muppets, it's hilarious. I highly recommend watching it.
I haven't seen it.
Only one season, then it gets canceled. It just wasn't successful. They tried to do like Muppets Now in 2020, which was like kind of like an internet web series. That didn't go well, but it was 2020, so like what are you gonna do?
Right.
And then kind of post 2020, they tried to launch Muppets Mayhem, which is, if you're familiar with like the Muppets band, which has like Animal and some of like those characters, it was kind of like them as a band and like trying to go on tour with them.
Okay.
Did not go well either. So they've tried to launch all this stuff.
And this has all been through Disney.
Yes. And it hasn't been successful. And I think one of the main critiques of the Muppets is it's been around so long and there's kind of a different vibe or a different tone throughout the decades of the Muppets. So like the 70s Muppets are different from the 80s Muppets, and that's different from the 90s Muppets. And obviously a lot of people are watching this when they're younger, when they're kids, and they really like revel in like this nostalgia of it, or like hold that very valuable to them. And so it's like, I don't know with all the changes that they've made if they can get to a point where everybody can agree, oh yeah, this is the Muppets I want to watch.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like that's where we're at today with the Muppets, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is hard because everyone's always going to want what it was like when they were watching it. But as someone, since they're trying to like kind of step back into it, they kind of just need to focus on the new generation of kids and kind of not ignore, but you can't make something for someone and make it the same exact way. Like you need to make it for the next generation of kids that are coming up and get them to like it, because I think that's going to be the only way you're going to be successful. Because I mean, if you're marketing it towards kids.
Because I mean, I feel like you said like the 70s was different from the 80s and the 80s was different from the 90s. Like each era of kids as they were growing up like had a slightly different.
Right, so it sounds like they just haven't found what's working for now yet.
Right, but then it's hard because, like, are you trying to market it to the adults? Because, like...
I do think the Muppets at this point is a specific IP that people want to see. Just the way, like, somebody wants to see Star Wars. If I have no interest in Star Wars, I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going on Disney Plus.
That's true.
But then there's people that are like, I will watch anything that's Star Wars. And people disagree about Star Wars all the time. They're like, the prequels are horrible. And then it's like, I don't know anything. So somebody has to finish.
Star Wars expert.
Somebody's gonna have to finish my.
People love the OG. Then they thought the prequels were terrible. Then Disney they didn't redo. They made 3 additional movies post the original series that people hated. Me included. I'm included in that. I think they were garbage. But yeah, like it is all over the place. I think it's one of those things, and I think Star Wars is a great comparison because it's something you fall in love with as a kid, right? And then when your kids grow up, or not when your kids grow up, when you have kids, you're like, oh my God, I have to show my kids this thing. And then your kids get into it. And then like you just keep passing it down. And I think that that's probably what it would have to be. Like, it's going to have to be like, oh my God, I watched this as a kid. I have to get my kids into it. And like, I'll show them what I had as a kid, but like, if they're still making new, I'm sure they'll be really into the things that are new.
I think maybe part of the reason why it's not successful is when you think about Star Wars, which, there's a lot of like disagreement on what's good and what's bad.
Yeah.
But it was always in the format of, this is a movie, you go watch the movie. So everybody's like, okay, we're going to go to the movie theater and see this because we're Star Wars people.
Yeah.
Whereas like, if you look at the Muppets, it's like, okay, this started as like a show that was on in the 70s, 7 o'clock. And then by 7:30, I'm watching like the news. Okay. Yeah. So it's like you need to tune in. Whereas in like the 90s, it's like, oh, this is a $5 VHS tape that I'm buying for my kids. And now it's like, well, what's that generation going to do? I don't necessarily think they're going to pull it up on Disney Plus
to stream it.
I don't think that's what you reach for.
Right.
Whereas like the experience of the Star Wars has always been the same. It's always, I'm going to go to the movie theater and watch the Star Wars movie that came out.
Right. Right.
Maybe that is the problem. It's not on live TV anymore. Like people don't watch live TV. They're not putting on the Muppet Show?
Because, I mean, if you think about it, like Sesame Street's been around for, I don't know when Sesame Street started,
But Sesame
it's
Street
always
is
on
still
TV.
live.
Yeah, it's still live, and it's on TV. It's on every single day, and I don't know how they're making new episodes and such, but like, it's on every day.
But like, I think it's Paramount. One of the streaming services has it, but it's still like on like live TV where you can see it.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's
what
not
I
even
mean.
like cable.
Like,
yeah,
like because it was on. I don't know what PBS Kid. I don't know what
Yeah.
PBS is now, but like it was on PBS every single day, like every morning for like I feel like a block of time. Like Sesame Street was on TV, like multiple episodes in a row.
yeah.
So like I
it's
think
the media change that's messing it up. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
think so,
Muppets
too.
has to get on live TV, and I think they almost have to get in on that like early morning like kids section of TV where they just have an episode.
Do we think it's too adult for
I know.
kids?
That's actually what I was thinking when I was like, well,
your
maybe
opinions
it's
on that, because we watched in preparation for like this podcast episode. Jordan and I watched a couple episodes of the original Muppets, and then the one that just came out this year with Sabrina Carpenter as the guest.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, just for audience members, I know we've kind of been talking a lot about the Muppets, but right now on Disney Plus, you can watch a special that was produced by Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen.
yeah.
And that has Sabrina Carpenter in it, and basically it's just like a trial. It's essentially the same format as the 1776 Muppets, and it's a trial to see if people are interested in it, and if it goes well, they'll make more episodes. If it doesn't, then they're not going to make more episodes. So highly recommend watching it. It's at least a good watch. I would.
I enjoyed it.
I was entertained.
Yeah.
But while I was like watching the shows to prep for this, my first question as I was watching it was like, who is this show made for? Because I think you made the comparison, like it's SNL but puppets.
Yeah.
And SNL is obviously for adults. But it's like, and the Muppets is more kid friendly than that. But I'm like, who are we putting this on for? Because it's the special guests are always famous people at the time. Like it's who's in.
Right.
I'm like, well, are kids obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter right now? Like, are people asking to watch this thing because Sabrina Carpenter's on it? Or is people our age watching it for Sabrina?
Right. And like, I felt like and maybe, I do think this is common in a lot of kids shows where there's like adult innuendos and jokes or references that like a kid probably, it would just go right over their head. But like when I was watching specifically this new one with Sabrina Carpenter, like again, it wasn't like inappropriate or anything, but like I felt like a kid's not going to understand this dialogue and this like joke that's happening right now. So like, who, it is a great question. Like, who
is it marketed
are you
to?
marketing this towards?
Yeah.
Like, is the puppets part for the kids, and then like
The guests,
the guests like bring in
with the kid.
But also, I felt like in the 70s versions. Now we only watched a few episodes, so we watched the Elton John episode, and we watched the Julie Andrews episode,
And I watched Steve Martin too.
and I felt like it wasn't quite the same in that sense, where like they were like maybe having these like more adult silly like jokes per se.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
I think you can just get away with more now than you could have back then.
well, that's probably
That is true.
Like, I think stuff would have
Like
gotten
I
screened.
think the 70s version felt more for kids
I would
than I
say-
think this one.
Yeah, I would say that the 70s version is more kid friendly, but I would think that the humor and the dialogue is probably at the same temperament of what you would see today. It's definitely elevated more. It's not like I'm learning my ABCs on Sesame Street, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's always been a problem with the Muppets is like, I think the problem with the Muppets is also the greatest strength of the Muppets, which is it's like a misfit. It's like people love it because it's quirky, it's charismatic, but then at the same time, it's like it's not niche enough where it can pick up the right audience. Like, where's this fitting in an algorithm? Where's this going?
Yeah.
I just don't know.
One thing I really appreciated about it that I didn't know was that it is essentially them putting on a show, and you're like seeing the backstage, and then you're seeing them do a few of their performances and stuff. And I thought that was really fun because I didn't know that that's what the premise of the Muppet Show was.
And I think this can be I think this is a very successful model of a show, because we had shows on Nickelodeon, like All That and The Amanda Show, that are basically a child's version of SNL.
Yeah.
And this is the same thing, but Disneyfied with the Muppets. So I'm like, I do think this is for kids that adults can also tolerate.
Yeah.
But the problem is, it's like, I keep going back to, if it's not just a rerun on repeat in the background, I don't know who's reaching for it.
Yeah.
Because there's too many
especially
other things
if it's
to
just
watch.
like not on. Like if it's just not already on your TV. Like,
I also don't like, I can see a world where an adult that grew up watching the Muppets puts it on for their kid. But as soon as the kid, I don't think it's grabbing kids' attention the way other shows are. So I think once the kid is old enough to be like, I want to watch this, they're not asking to watch the Muppets.
Right.
Because it's not kid friendly enough where it's like, oh, I'm gonna sing along to this song. Like, I don't know. I think that's they're missing their market.
and also, like, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. Like, you might know, maybe you don't. But like, then like obviously they do have some songs and stuff on there. Do they have like soundtracks and stuff? Like,
they do. Like, you can get like a Muppets vinyl.
Yeah.
And they come around like Christmas time and stuff. They have like Christmas Muppets for you.
Yeah.
I just don't, it's like not their songs though. It's like, here's a cover, just like in that, in the episode, they did like a cover of The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But like, did I want to listen to the Muppets? Would I buy like a Muppets version of this song?
Yeah. I guess I didn't realize they didn't do any like original songs, because I feel like that would be a way like that you get like kids in, because you know how kids like love like random songs and shows and stuff.
Yeah, like Baby Shark.
Yeah, like Baby Shark.
Did you know that Baby Shark, sorry to go on this really random tangent, but I looked up the most popular YouTube video. It's Baby Shark.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It has over 1 billion views. Sorry, I think that's insane.
But that's also because like kids are just requesting it
and repeating.
Yeah,
I know.
and sometimes it's also like the kid knows how Alexa works, and they're just saying,
play Baby
Alexa,
Shark.
play Baby Shark.
Sorry, that just reminded me, but it's like so popular. But I know we're talking about like the show specifically, but all the problems we're kind of bringing up makes me understand why they have made 13 movies, because I think I would be faster to put this on in a movie setting, like maybe even like just a 40-minute like
in the special, just to
special
be like
to put on. And like Charlie Brown special, like around holidays or stuff. Like if they did like the Muppet special for holidays, like I would put that on. Like I would find that entertaining. I just don't think I'm sitting down and watching a 10 episode series of this.
The other thing too is I do feel like Muppets merch is like a dime a dozen. I do think they have a lot of good merch. Maybe that's their way in.
Yeah.
Because like you think about like all the characters in the Muppets. Some of them are so niche. It's like, yeah, that would be cool. Just like how Webkins is like, I want this Webkins. It's like, I want to have this stuffed animal of the Muppets.
Yeah.
My dog has like a Muppets Chew Toys. Like, so like, there's definitely like people like the Muppets. It's cool, but I don't know if that translates to watching an episode of the Muppets.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the similarities, differences between the original Muppets and the Sabrina Carpenter special that we saw?
I mean, I feel like we touched on it like a little bit, right? Like, I think the humor is like a little bit different. I don't even want to say it's like more mature, but I think they can get away with a little bit more. They also had more than one celebrity in the Sabrina
Which
Carpenter
might have just
one.
been because it's like the first episode and they're trying to get more people to watch. So I would be curious if like they start making more episodes, if that would be a common thing. But I found it to be very similar in the sense of it's the same structure. Like it's them putting on this production with a special guest.
And you have like Kermit being like the producer director trying to like get everything organized and like kind of running the show in the sense, you know, like that was another similarity.
One of the things that I really appreciated about the special was it had a lot of Muppets characters that are like truly canon. You can't fit every single Muppets into a movie or a special. So there are certain Muppets that have not been out since the 70s.
Wow.
And so I think a lot of people that truly do appreciate the Muppets and that IP are going to love that some of these like beloved characters
are back.
There was a ton.
There was so many
featured in that episode.
And I think that was very intentional.
Yeah.
Like the whole premise of it was like, oh, I booked too many acts. So you got to see the Muppet.
To see everything.
Yeah, you got to see all of the ones.
I do think the special was very well done. I will say that.
I thought it was a great like reprisal. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Of the old
I wish it was like,
1970s.
I don't know how long it was, but I honestly think it would do much better if it was just like strictly a 25-minute episode.
It was 30.
It was 30. Yeah, I feel like they need to shave like 5. Like, you know how typical TV, it's like 22 minutes and then like the rest is commercials. I feel like it actually needs to be 22 minutes.
Yeah. Because I think you'd hold people's attention for a little bit more.
That was my gut reaction to it. So do you guys think overall that the reboot's going to be successful? You think time's going to tell? And would you watch more episodes if they were to release more of them on your own, not forced to because I told you to?
I think I would give it one more episode and then decide. Like if they continue to release more, I would probably give it a watch. It would depend on the special guest, I think. Like if someone came on and I was like, oh my God, Miley Cyrus is on this episode, I think I would throw it on for the special guest, which is probably what they're going for with having the special guest on. I don't think I would make it like, oh my gosh, I need to go home and watch the Muppets. I think I would throw it on as a background show when there was a special guest that I was interested in on, is my gut.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel generally the same way. Like, I think if they have good people on who I'd be like really interested to see, I'd be more inclined. Like, I kind of think it's similar, again, to compare it to SNL. Like, I don't really watch SNL like that, but like Harry Styles is going to be on soon. Like, you know, I'm going to be paying attention to that. Yeah. So like, I think if you like kept getting these like big actors, actresses, singers, you know, that like are pretty relevant, which I think they would probably have to do to get people to watch. I think it would be something that I'd be like, oh yeah, let me like check that out. Let me see. And to go on to your point, I think if they did like the 22, 25-minute thing, it would also be super easy to like put on. Like you're not spending a lot of time watching that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am rooting. I hope it's successful. But do you think it will be?
I don't think it's going to work personally because I don't think anything in the past 20 years has worked for them. Mm-hmm. That's not to say I don't think the production value isn't there. Like, I think they did a really good job.
Oh, yeah. I think it looked visually great. And
I honestly think, like, if I was them, I don't think, like, the Muppet Show reprisal is a bad idea because that's all Disney's doing right now is rebooting things. Yeah. And I think it is in some ways successful. Like, I think the new episodes of Phineas and Ferb are good. I think they also redid The Proud Family, which is also, I think, very good.
And I think the ones that are successful are the ones that are like
staying true
to the original. And I think like, because they're kind of going back to the original,
bringing back the 70s character.
I think it could have potentially more space to work, because I think that when they stay true to the original part of the show,
the spirit of the show is there.
Yeah. Like, I think it does so much better. Like, anything that's a reboot that's not in the spirit of the original show that I watch. I'm like, I hate it. This was stupid. Why'd I watch it?
Yeah.
Like, why even bother if it's not gonna be what it was before?
I still, like, in my head, I still think it's just too mixed of kind of like demographic where it's not going to work. I think, like, if I was in charge of what I think could save the Muppets and reboot it, I would do a visual podcast where Miss Piggy interviews stars.
That would be
that
comical.
would be good.
And I think that would save the Muppets.
Yeah.
I don't think rebooting the Muppet Show, it like pains me to say it because I think it's like it's just a beloved IP. But I don't know how it's gonna go.
So you're obviously like a fan of it. Would you, if they continued to make new episodes of the reboot, would you watch it?
Yeah.
Or is it, okay, you would.
I would definitely watch it. I never really watched the actual like 76 show, but because it's on Disney Plus, I'm definitely gonna watch it when I have time. I love like the movies that are out there. I think like Muppets Most Wanted is probably like a very genuine movie that's made me laugh, which doesn't happen very often. I feel like I'm pretty like stone-faced even if I think something's funny. But again, I just think they're too unclear with the messaging, and I also think the format's getting them, because to me, like as a child, the Muppets, like my memory is every once in a while my mom would need to work on a Sunday or a Saturday, so I'd go up to work with my mom, she'd put in a Muppets VHS and then get some work done, and then we'd go out for ice cream.
Yeah.
So I'm used to the Muppets in like a 1 hour and 20-minute format where there's like an entire plot and it's a movie and it's not an SNL show.
Yeah.
And so it's just, this isn't my Muppets.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's hard. It's it's the same problems that we've been talking about.
Yeah,
for the
it's
last
hard
20
because I'm
minutes.
wishing them the best. I did not care about the Muppets until this week, but now that I've watched a couple episodes, I'm like really rooting for them. But like at the same time, I just don't know.
And I want them to be successful just because there's no like characters in general. Things are so overly modernized now. The character in general of the Muppets is just so palpable.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh, I want this to be successful because stuff like this doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
It just has like a certain vibe to it that like I it feels like
It's novel,
cozy
it's genuine,
and like
Yeah.
like it feels just like, I don't know, it feels like a safe space to be.
Right.
Like,
It does.
it's a horrible description, but like I feel
get
like
it though. I
the
get what you're
Muppets
saying.
is a warm blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
shows and there's movies like
It's
The Sound of
comforting.
Music is a warm blanket.
Yeah.
You know, the Muppets is a warm blanket.
Yeah.
And I feel like with everything going on, we need stuff like this. It's just people aren't reaching for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that being said, everybody, please go and watch the episode that Sabrina Carpenter did. At the very least, for Sabrina Carpenter and like the 3 songs that she does.
Yeah.
But also at the very least, Miss Piggy's actually the star of the show.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Not
Of
Sabrina
course,
Carpenter.
always.
Not Serena.
Miss
Miss
Piggy,
Piggy.
is the diva we all have inside of ourselves. Please go watch it. We want it to be successful. Also, feel free to like and subscribe to our stuff while you're watching the Muppets.
Yeah, because we want to be successful too.
Where can they find us, Taylor?
You can follow us at zillennial.meets.world on all socials.
All right. See you guys later.
Bye.
See ya.